Here's a look at some of the products I've been using to make my beds in the courtyard. On the left, the black bag with the pink flower on it is earthworm castings. Next, the short bag in the back is bone meal. Then I've got a bag of vermiculite, and in the front, the organic fertilizer I've been using. Whitney Farms Organic Natural Tomato Vegetable. Also in my planters, all except for the last onion planter that I put together, I used Miracle-Gro Organic potting soil mixed with another brand of organic mulch and some other organic potting soil that I found at Home Depot. And I don't have the bags for those anymore, but I will find out what that was and add that to the comments. So, just in case you were curious what I was using. Okay, it's March 27th, and here's an update on my gardens. So here's our hanging strawberry baskets. They're starting to produce ripe strawberries already. I've eaten one and it tasted great, and I've got several that are ripening up all at the same time right now. So I'll probably be having strawberries on my cereal tomorrow morning. Also, the sugar snap peas are climbing up the trellis, and everything's got some growth on it. So Lala's sunflowers are doing great in that little blue pot. Onions are growing a little more every day. I've counted 5 in this container, and then there are 3 more in the green container that I can find so far. And down here I've got 6 in that little basket that I've popped through. And these ones over here are newly planted, so they haven't started sprouting up yet, but a couple more days we should start seeing green tips poke through the dirt. The herb gardens are doing great. I'm going to have to start picking some of that parsley right here because it's getting huge already. And the other one is doing about the same. Pepper plant's looking very healthy right here. And everything else is growing fine. Over here, I've got some new growth from the yellow squash. Sugar snap peas doing great, just like the other one. I have to start training it to climb up instead of out. This is a bush bean, and it's looking nice and strong. Here's our largest strawberry so far. It's about the size of the tip of my thumb almost. And there's a few more. There's some berries in the back of this one. This one doesn't have too many flowers. Not sure how many berries I'm going to get out of it, but the foliage looks great. And now for the seed trays. This is my most impressive seed tray so far. And of course it's the mystery tray, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm growing in here. But I think we've got some pumpkins and watermelons growing right now. And then there's this. I'm not quite sure what that is. Over here on the table, I took the covers off of some of these. These sunflowers are going to start taking off so fast now that I'm going to have to either leave them uncovered or get another tall cover like that for these trays, because it's going to be hard to close them pretty soon. Let's see, what else do we have here? My corn is starting to grow. Here and here. We have mammoth sunflowers, Chianti red sunflowers. These ones are called Magic, and these ones are called Italian White. So, should have lots of different types of sunflowers. It's Thursday the 29th of March, and I picked 6 strawberries this morning from my planters in the courtyard. Both of these plants are doing really well. There's plenty of strawberries still ripening on the plant and some new flowers starting. So, looks like these are going to work out really well. Got enough for a little snack there. Also, things are happening with the tomato plants. They're really starting to grow. I had to pull off the suckers today. And actually over here in the green planter, I've got my first little bunch of tomatoes growing right there. So really happy with this. My yellow squash is starting to get bigger too, noticeably between yesterday and today. The bush beans in the back are looking pretty healthy. Sugar snap peas are starting to grow. This one is climbing up the trellis now, just like I want it. Lila's sunflowers doubling in size every day. And my onions, you can see how much growth they've put on in the last couple days. It's really doing well out here. Here's my herb gardens. I'm going to have to start picking some parsley and cilantro and starting to use it in the house now before they take over this planter. Also onions going like gangbusters. And there's my other herb garden over there. Same deal. That parsley is really getting big. Here's my seed trays. This one's taken off. My corn is starting to grow right here. Also mammoth sunflowers, looking nice and large. The Chianti red sunflowers, everything's blooming now, or everything's starting. The magic sunflowers are growing. And in the back, the Italian whites are slower, but they're starting. This is the most recent planter that I put in just a few days ago. This is actually earthworm castings, some bone meal, and vermiculite. And it really doesn't have great drainage, so I was thinking if I didn't see something soon out of this, I'd probably change it and just use this in another planter. But I've got onions starting to sprout through the top of the dirt here, so that looks good. You can see how it's keeping the humidity in, which is a real challenge here in Las Vegas because our humidity's naturally low here. So, check this out. This was my mystery box where things fell on the ground. So, I'm not really sure what's going on in here yet, but either melons or pumpkins, or these are melons and these are pumpkins. These right here look like onions to me. And I didn't know I had any onions in this box, so like I said, it's a mystery. This we'll find out later. I seal that up. They seem to like the heat. So, well, that's it for now.